Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and a little bit of an EA Play update, because we gotten a couple of interesting hints from Ben, our community manager, and I also wanted to talk a little bit about the leak that came out a couple of days ago. I already discussed that in a live stream, but I thought it was worth bringing it up here since we've gotten some updates on the source, the credibility, and so on. So let's start off with that leak. You might remember that a couple of weeks ago there was a guy who posted a alleged leak on Reddit with information about the part 1 of the solo season as well as a potential Geonosis season in August, and the first part of the solo season turned out to be completely like he said it, which then gave the rest of the leak a lot of credibility. So a lot of us are indeed hoping and guessing that we might be getting that Geonosis season sometime in August. The same guy then posted on Reddit a new leak this week, but the guy who posted is not the actual source for any of these leaks, but he got them from other people, and it turns out that the person with the latest leak was actually just a normal playtester. You know, those playtests they keep posting on Twitter and Facebook. So it's not like an inside source, and that's why the information seems to be not complete. So I still think that the information here is true, just that it's missing stuff like the extraction we've seen in the files, the new world that were promised. So what this covers is basically the new skins, as well as one new game mode. And the game mode he's referring to is Starfighter Hero Showdown, something that we have seen rumors about in multiple leaks, and something that a lot of people have been wanting simply because it's very hard to level up the hero ships. And he also said that the new hero ship, which is going to be the third Falcon, will make it into the game with Lando and L3 in it. And I think that makes sense, as much as I really don't want that, to be completely honest. We already have 2 Falcons. It does make sense because it's like the only ship they can really add from the solo movie. And if we then move over to the skins, according to this guy, again not confirmed, we are getting 2 legendary skins for Han and 2 legendary skins for Lando, both of course being the younger versions from the solo movie. And for Lando it's apparently going to be the regular yellow shirt slash cape and the colorful yellow shirt from the end scene with a cape on. And for Han it's going to be the regular brown leather jacket and then the grey leather jacket. You can see a couple of examples on screen on the different versions that they're most likely referring to. And then the epic skin is apparently going to be Chewie with the goggles on from the train scene. So no real big surprise here for these skins. I have to admit I am a little bit disappointed. I was totally expecting one young Lando and one young Han, but I thought maybe we'd get you-know-who, the cameo scene from Solo, but based on this leak we are not getting that. However, those very colorful Lando skins are gonna be pretty funny to see on the Battlefront, that's for sure. And hopefully that cameo is something we could get in the future, who knows. But again, these are all unconfirmed rumors. I did actually get to see some images of proof that this guy was indeed at the playtest, and I know I'm covering this now in a video, but I still want to say that if you go to these playtests, please don't leak stuff. No one really benefits from it. They spread a lot of misinformation in the community. It probably means you will get into trouble, and most of all, it probably means that we will be able to give less feedback to future content if they just know that people are gonna leak the stuff they get to playtest. So I know we're all desperate for information and we want any piece of information we can get, but leaking stuff from these playtests does no one any good, to be completely honest. So please don't do it. It's just gonna hurt the community overall. But if we then move over to Ben's comments about EA Play, something that he has said in multiple quotes the last week is that it seems like part 2 of the solo season is not all we're gonna get, because he refers to it as 2 different parts. I'm gonna read some comments from him and you'll see what I mean. He said, "I'm looking forward to part 2 and I'm looking forward to EA Play." And then he also said, "There is content coming in June. We've already said that there's a new world coming, which is in fact content. We'll also be talking about stuff at EA Play." And then he also said, "Hypothetically, what if we detailed season 2 before EA Play, leaving EA Play for other news?" Again, he just said hypothetically, so it doesn't have to mean anything, but I think if you listen to all of those 3 comments, it does make it seem like he wants us to know that we can expect more stuff than just solo season part 2, but he can't really say so he's being very careful with the way he's wording stuff. So I definitely wouldn't take any of this for granted. I still think it's kind of up in the air whether or not we'll get more stuff or not, but at least based on these, it makes it sound like we can hopefully get some other details on future content. I'm hoping that they will detail at least what we'll be getting in like July and potentially that Clone Wars tease. Imagine just seeing hello there or something like that at the end of a potential Season 2 trailer. I think that's all the community needs to get hope back in this game. And lastly, I just wanted to say that he confirmed that there are some balance changes coming in June. Specialist and officer both get some tweaks. It's worth noting that these changes stemmed from the feedback thread we did on Troopers, and I'm very glad to hear that both of those are mentioned, because I do think the specialist needs a little bit of a buff and an officer needs a little bit of a nerf, and hopefully that is what we will be getting. But that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.